Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Friday, the 7th of September 2018. Starting off with the pound for yesterday. Let's have a quick look at the daily chart. You can see prices rising on Wednesday there with the news of a potential Brexit deal. And I use the words potential because it can all change on a dime, of course. Yesterday, very narrow range for the pound. And overnight fairly quiet as well. That's because of the lack of news. And speaking of news, let's have a quick look now. Well, I've mentioned it, and of course today it's the big one of the month. There's two. There's the FOMC meeting and the non-farm payroll employment change. They are going to be released at 1:30 p.m. today. BST for those of you in the UK, so it'll be interesting to see. Actually, let me just go back to that. Let's have a look at what we've got forecast. Usually an interesting highlight there. Previous 157, forecast at 191. Let's see if it comes out higher than 191. Anything lower than that will certainly be interesting to see how the dollar reacts to the news. Intraday for the pound, you see the market sitting there and testing the 129 level, and some buying followed through here. You can see the green there, and then eventually we get above Wednesday's close. This was Thursday's trading session. We then have the buy signal and the market trading up not a lot at all, and then just becoming sideways for the remainder of the trading session, which you can see there. And overnight, very sideways indeed, and just closing below the DP level and the two averages there at the moment. So, yeah, it's the market's going to be waiting for the non-farm payroll figures, that's for sure. In the Dow yesterday, again, let's start off with the bigger picture, just to remind ourselves where prices have been trading, and you can see this clearly defined sideways range for the Dow. And the reason for this is we had the Labor Day celebrations on Monday, we had the run up to this last week, and now the market is waiting for the NFP numbers, which will be out today. So you should see a change out of this sideways move today, given a reaction either way following the release of the figures. So if they're a lot lower than the 157 or higher than the 191, the market's going to take its cue. Also keep in mind the manipulation of this market. So even if they come out close, it will be enough to send the markets up or down if they choose. Yesterday's intraday price action, you can see there that we started off moving to the upside. There was some selling to begin with, but prices then saw the buying, bit of profit taking here, and then we started moving to the downside as prices closed below the 26.50 level there. Very difficult to see these charts sometimes, all the numbers with varifocals. 26.50, and then prices headed south. They test the market here at the 25,900 level before we see prices moving higher again. We get a pullback here, a retracement, which is not uncommon. I'll just draw this in from this low here to this high, and there you see the 62% line and the 76%, and then prices move higher before the close. So they're brought back effectively, as been the pattern for the last 10 years, more times than not. So again, they're waiting for the NFP numbers. And in Bitcoin, we've seen the price move lower for the last couple of days. However, yesterday the market came off the lows. You can see where prices actually closed. Now, I'm going to take a stab in the dark here. I think this is the bottoming for this market at this time. And let me explain why I've formed that opinion. We had the excuse to move the market low, and I'm going to come back to that in just a moment as far as fundamentals are concerned, but just looking at the price action. We have the low over here, which is 5.8 to 5.5, and then all the way back to, let's have a look, all the way back here in, it just keeps going back, February, where we saw the low of 5778. Now I placed in the 76% retracement here before, because if you're going to get the start of a new up move, you will get a retracement like this, and then the market will move higher. But it's got to have the fundamentals to back it. And as I said in previous market alerts, you've got to shake out the weak holders first before you can move to the upside. We've seen the increase in volume here. We haven't taken out the lows. And again, that's a very important point. If you don't take out the new lows and prices start to find support, then you can pretty much say that the market has found a bottom there. And the reason for this is yesterday Goldman Sachs came out. The CFO says that bank is working on a Bitcoin derivative for clients, and the statement that was made was fake news the previous day. However, of course, that was just brilliant as far as being able to shake out the weak longs, also where the market was overbought, which we spoke about, and now we can see that we've got some buying in this market down here as well. So for me, without retesting this sort of level, if this holds, then we are going to see prices start to move back to the upside and then test this level. And as I said before, you have to change your opinion according to what you see. You can't be dogmatic and have those opinions that, oh, it's going to go down, because if you do that and you're inflexible in your opinion and you're waiting for it to do this and smash to the downside, and it doesn't, and it goes off without you, then you just can't trade. You have to trade what you see, not what you actually believe. And what we're seeing here is definitely the market's coming off the lows there and trying and finding a bit of support, and that's backed up fundamentally by the article that we see here. So that's a quick roundup of yesterday's trading as far as the pound, the Dow and the Bitcoin are concerned. Keep an eye on the non-farm payroll figures out later today. Other than that, if there's anything to report, I will let you know. Have a great weekend, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.